Are you doom scrolling? Are you comparing yourself to the next bitch and what she got?
As you on my past and it's hard to be open. I just leave it in the past, they talking about oh shit. Nonchalant, you thinking I got no emotions. But girl, I got motion, but baby, unspoken.
Oh my god, chat. What is up? Hi everyone, it is me in the flesh, Destiny D. If you want to be tapped into health and wellness and how to become the best version of you, how to be that girl, tap into this channel, hit the subscribe button, all of that good stuff. So excited to have you here. I'm so excited that you want to tap into yourself. Let me just preface this by saying this is not a channel that's going to tell you that you need the newest trendiest clothes, that you need to buy this, that, and the third. Like, obviously I'm gonna give you some recommendations about like what has worked for me, but I'm not trying to sell you a product. I'm not trying to sell you a life that you cannot achieve. Only thing that I'm realistically trying to do is share my story so you can help yourself. Like, I wouldn't call myself like an influencer, but I definitely want to influence you to be a better version of yourself, and that starts from healing the soul, healing within. What does it mean to reinvent yourself? What does it mean to even fucking become a new version of you? That's something you gotta ask yourself, right? Maybe you are working at the deli or something, right? You're working at the deli and you're like, damn, like I really want to be a makeup artist. This is me foreshadowing. I really want to be a makeup artist, but I'm not doing what it takes to practice my craft, right? What are you doing now that is stopping you from becoming your better self? I'll wait. What are you doing now? Are you doom scrolling? Are you comparing yourself to the next bitch and what she got? Sorry for cursing. God is working on me. What are you doing to be your best self, right? Now, once you ask yourself, what does reinventing myself look like? Maybe I want to be a doctor. Maybe I want to be a makeup artist. Maybe I want to be an entrepreneur, own my own business, right? What steps are you taking now to do that? I use myself as an example. I knew that God called me to help people. I know that God wants me to heal the mentally ill. He wants me to be a voice. He wants me to be an advocate. He wants me to make people feel better. He wants me to use my empathy. He wants me to use my powers for good. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go this route. I am gonna actively go to school. I am going to do internships. I'm gonna speak to people who have gone through the process that I've gone through. I'm gonna educate myself. I'm gonna read. I was never somebody that liked to read. As I'm getting older, I'm noticing like, okay, I'm struggling with reading. I'll be fucking honest with y'all. Like, I was never too proud. Like, at the end of the day, I still got my degree in what? Yeah. Me taking that step to reinvent myself, I prayed on it. The first thing I did is pray on it. I don't know if you're religious or not or spiritual, but for me to tap in, for me to become who I want to be, I prayed on it and I said, God, allow me to sit and focus and understand what it is that I am reading, because it is going to make me better. It is going to take me to that next step. And like he does, he provided. I asked and Jesus provided. Like, it's so hard for me not to talk about God in the reinvention process, because I cannot tell you how much I leaned on him. It's my main topic. When you are reinventing yourself, ask yourself what it is that I want and what is it that I'm doing. So you're probably like, all right, Des, I know what it is that I want. I know what it is that I'm doing. How do I reinvent myself? How do I become the baddest that I want to be? Like, how do I do it? Let's get into it. The first thing that I had to do, and I strongly suggest that you do, is create a routine. You need a routine. Any information that I'm giving you, I am still in this process, and I'm telling you what has worked for me and what has not worked for me. I'm somebody that thrives off a routine. You want to be a yoga instructor. Bitch, are you showing up to yoga actively? Is that in your routine? Is that a part of your routine? What does a day in the life of a yogi instructor do? Every day I wake up, I make it in my routine to prioritize self-care and spirituality. So what does that look like? I stopped waking up, crack of dawn, getting on the phone. No, let me wake up, go on TikTok. No, we're not doing that. For me, it is crucial that I wake up in the morning and I give him the thanks, right? I don't touch my phone. I'm not touching my phone until I give God thanks, until I read my Bible, until I have devotion. Like I told y'all, my non-negotiable is waking up in the morning and I'm choosing mind, body, soul. I'm choosing to refresh my mind. I'm choosing to not get on TikTok. So you want to choose 3 things that are your non-negotiable. Notice, I said my non-negotiable is waking up and praying, right? That's me feeding my spirit. That's me renewing my spirit. Thank you for waking me up this morning. Let me get into my word. Let me get into it, God. Let me let God guide my day, right? That is my non-negotiable. My next non-negotiable is what I put into my body. Let me take my vitamins. Let me eat clean, right? Let me go to the gym, right? So those things, how am I stimulating my mind, my soul, my body? What is it that I'm doing in order to take care of myself? So I am in the process of becoming the destiny that I know I can be. I'm not saying you need to have a routine to wake up at 4 a.m. to get a hourglass figure. I'm not telling you need to do all the extra. No.
You can start off simple.
Reinventing yourself does not cost $1,000. Like, unless you get in a procedure, which, like, if you want to do that, do your thing. I've always been pro do whatever the fuck you want. But if we're starting from scratch, you don't need to go out and get the next thing because the internet is telling you this is what you need to be your best self. No, bitch. Come up with a routine in the morning. 3 non-negotiables. What is it that I'm gonna do? Right? You want to be your best self, you need to put yourself in new places. My thing is, and hear me out, let me cook. I want to be a NASCAR driver, but I've never went to a NASCAR race. Put yourself in these spaces, because when you're putting yourself in these spaces, you are stepping into where you want to be. Now you're at the scene of what it is to be a NASCAR driver. Now you're at the scene. You're meeting people. You're around like-minded people, or maybe you're not around like-minded people, and that's okay. Like, sometimes I like to hang around different crowds because I like to educate myself on I love to stay knowledgeable. That's one. So I'm gonna be in every different crowd. Like, if you look at my track record, I have friends from multiple ethnicities. I've been in different areas. I've been in probably almost every part of New York, upstate, the city, Westchester. Like, I put myself constantly in different places because I want to stay up to date. I want to stay knowledgeable, and I want to see what it is that I'm interested in. Put yourself in new places, and with that, like, reinventing yourself is getting comfortable being uncomfortable. If you have a problem with being in new places, educating yourself, then maybe it's not the time, and that's okay. I'm not forcing you to put yourself in uncomfortable situations, but I am gonna hold your hand when I say this. Babe, you gotta go outside. You gotta put yourself in spaces that are going to allow you to gain more interest, that are gonna allow you to put yourself out there, that are gonna allow you to network, that are gonna allow you to meet new people. You never know who you're gonna come across in life. You want to reinvent yourself and become this great person, but you're not. Oh, God, give me, please touch my spirit when I say this. You are not doing enough. You're staying stagnant, and I get it. New things can be scary. Like, trust me, I love being by myself. I love putting myself in new spaces, and I'm not gonna tell y'all I don't get anxiety or I don't get scared, but I know that I'm here for a reason, and sometimes I gotta give myself a pep talk, or I gotta call my boyfriend like, oh my God, give me a pep talk, like, I'm so nervous. It is normal. Don't show that you're anxious. Act like you are supposed to be there. You are meant to be in that room. You are meant to be in that new space, because you are reinventing yourself. You are reinventing yourself. You are becoming the best bitch that you can be, or guy. Like, I don't discriminate.